If you are under church protection or you seek church asylum, you are under adro, you have been rejected, I want you to cool down and listen to this video. Before, when somebody seek asylum in the church will protect the person. But these days, I do not really understand what is going on. And the essence of this video is not to create fear or mislead you. It's just to pass information across. I welcome you. If you like what you are watching right now or this platform, like this video, subscribe to this platform, turn on your notification bell to on notifications so that YouTube will recommend and suggest our videos to you. If you do not subscribe or turn on your notification, YouTube will not recommend our videos to you. And to you, my returning subscribers, those who always watch, share each time I upload video here, may God Almighty bless you. I do not take your support for granted. I see all of you, and that which your heart desire, God will grant you. So 2 days ago, I was surprised. If you look at my face, you will see that I'm not smiling. I am not happy. In fact, I'm not happy making this kind of videos. And that's why I said I am not making it for you to be afraid. I'm making it for you to be ready, prepared. If you know, say they don't reject you. If you know, say you know get grant here, my brother, my sister, please, there is other better countries now. It's not a must. It must be in Germany here. There are other countries that to get quality there, they easy. That is why I am bringing it here, not for you to be afraid. In fact, if you are a foreigner, whether you get whatever you think you get, as long as that place no be your land, you don't need to feel like say you don't balance, because things they change, especially in this Jamo. And there is one other good news. I don't know if you guys remember that our brother that I made video that day that I nearly cried. I said they went to deport him from his working place despite the fact that he has been integrated. So information reaching us right now is that they are planning to bring him back to Germany. You see why it is very, very good and important for you to integrate and make sure you do not commit crime. If you are well integrated and your record are clean, you can be able to live in Germany. You can defend yourself. Even if they deport you, they will bring you back if you follow the legal action. That is why sometimes I advise people it is always good to study your right, the German law, so that you know your rights and know when to fight and stand up, for your right. Although he was deported, but his co-workers, they stood for him, and now they are about to bring him back. It's now left for him to decide whether he's coming back or not. So, like I said from the beginning of this video, before, people used to make video and said that if your asylum had been rejected, that you should go and seek for church asylum, that they will grant you, they will protect you. According to one video that you are going to listen from one of our brother here, he said two Afghanistan people or two people who seek for church asylum, that it was inside the church they came to package them, meaning that the church, this thing which people think that is very strong, is not longer strong. And as I'm speaking with you right now, if you are from Nigeria, over 100 people have been packaged to Nigeria and more. And these ones, you cannot see them on news. They are not broadcasting it. And I would like you to listen to this video. We are going to be here. I give credit to my sister who explained different kind of resident permits that you have in Germany so that you will know how to go about it. Let's go there.
If you get brother or sister wey still dey asylum process, or when Germany don't tell to leave this country, listen to this story, because this story go help you or it go help that your brother or sister. 3 Afghanistan men wey seek asylum for Hamburg, church asylum. They can't be under pressure for Hamburg. They can't relocate to Berlin. The Berlin where they dey now, they can't dey inside church premises for protection. Normally for Germany, when you dey inside church, you seek asylum inside church, you are untouchable. But now things don't change. This administration, no, they hear. Now so they can't dey time them. They can't arrest them for outside the church premises. Guys, these people, ready deport anybody. Oh. This video, why they tell you this story now for you, because a lot of people they talk for internet say once you seek church asylum, they no fit touch you. Power don't they change, things don't they change for this country. If they say me you come out, you get or many other options for other countries. Germany no be the only country where they Europe. It is better to be safe than they can't deport you back. Share this video to that your brothers and sisters. We need to hear this so that they go know the next step to take. I hope everybody go stay safe. I wish you a wonderful weekend. Follow me for more exciting updates around the world. I go see you for the next one. God bless you.
Latest update concerning BAF in Germany. So this has been going on currently. The BAF has been sending letters to some asylum seekers, most especially those that their asylum has been over or those that their asylum has been rejected. They went to court, the court has rejected them. So the BAF has been sending letters to them, telling them that they have done A1, done A2, they did their livings in Deutschland, they are integrating. But to be fully integrated, you need to do your B1 and the cost will be covered by BAF. So if you are in this situation, you got message from BAF asking you to further for your B1 and they will be the one to cover the cost for you to be fully integrated. So my advice is for you to further, since they will be the one to cover the cost for you, and when you are done, you can now apply for 25B resident permit. With that letter they sent to you that you are integrating, you did your A2, you did your livings in Deutschland, and when you do your B1, that means you are fully integrated. So it is an opportunity for you to do your B language certificate. When you have that certificate, you can apply for your 25B. Even with that letter you got from BAF, you can submit it to the Asylum Ärrèstèd, telling them that you got this message that you are integrated. When you do your B1, then you will be fully integrated. It is an opportunity. So if you can also work and school while you are doing your B1, you can also go to school. You can also do that. That will be very fine. You can look for a job that will allow you to go to school while you are going to your work. You are also going to school. Then after that, when you are done with your B1, you can send the letter from BAF to the Asylum Ärrèstèd and the certificate to them. Then you can now apply for your 25B.
Talking about the difference between the Niederlassungserlaubnis and the Daueraufenthaltserlaubnis. Niederlassungserlaubnis, popularly known as permanent resident permits. Yeah. So guys, they both are permanent resident permits in Germany. They both allows you to work in Germany unrestricted and also choose on the kind of employer that you want to work with. Now, when we want to talk more on the Niederlassungserlaubnis, let's also focus on what are the similarities. Now, the similarities of the Niederlassungserlaubnis and the Daueraufenthaltserlaubnis, when it comes to the eligibility, is the same. You need to provide, the eligibility is you need to provide a Lebens in Deutschland. You need to provide language proficiency till B1. You need to show proof that you are taking care of yourself. You need to show proof that you are working. You need to show proof that you are not any under social Leistung like job center, but there are some exceptions like Wohngeld. You can be taking Wohngeld, you can be taking Kinderunterhalt, and you can be taking Kindergeld, which is not going to affect your application for both the Niederlassungserlaubnis and the Daueraufenthaltserlaubnis, because this kind of money are called increase of income, steig income. You receive this money from the state or the city because what you're earning is not enough for you to take care of yourself. So it's not going to affect your application. Now, all the similarities, all the things that Niederlassungserlaubnis as a permanent resident permit is having is the same thing that the Daueraufenthaltserlaubnis is going to, somebody wants to apply for the Daueraufenthaltserlaubnis is also going to bring on the table. Now, in some states in Germany, if you want to apply for the Daueraufenthaltserlaubnis, you have to show proof that maybe you must have lived in one EU country except Germany. In some states, guys, I did not say in all the states, in some states in Germany, which is something I am not 100% sure about it. I'm just talking because of some interviews I've carried out with people. So they want to ask to know if you have once lived maybe in Italy, France, blah, 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 to see. But even if you have not lived in this country, you can still apply for the Dauert Aufenthaltserlaubnis, popularly known as the EU Aufenthaltserlaubnis. So that is the similarities. So we are going to talk about the Dauert Aufenthaltserlaubnis. The Dauert Aufenthaltserlaubnis allows the holder to work in Germany indefinitely. You can work in Germany, but it also allows the holder to work in other EU country. That is, there is a mobility. You can move to another EU country and work. Whereas somebody who is holding the Niederlassungserlaubnis, or popularly known as a permanent resident permit, you can only work in Germany. You can go to other EU country, but you cannot stay there more than, I think, 6 months. You must be back in Germany. But with somebody with Dauert Aufenthaltserlaubnis, your mobility is free. Your scope of work is free. You can move to other EU country and work under on certain restrictions. Now, I'm not saying that there's a restriction from Germany, but maybe the restriction can come from the country's own law. For example, I'm living in Germany. I want to go to maybe Belgium to work. There are some things that can also restrict me. I need to follow it. Maybe they might ask me to do some integrations and the rest. That is just an example. So now the restriction is coming from the other country that you're moving into, that you're migrating into, not that the restriction is coming from Germany. What Germany has given you is the certificate or the permanent resident, which is the Dauert Aufenthalt, and you can move to other countries, but the little restrictions you're going to have is from these other countries, not from Germany. So these two documents, or these two permanent resident permits, like I said, they have similarities. The only difference is one, you have to stay in Germany and work, and the other one, you have freedom of movement in other EU country. Now, I'm going to say is, if you are a parent who don't want to move out of Germany for a very long time, you can apply for the Niederlassungserlaubnis, popularly known as permanent resident permit, for your family. But if you're a young person, you're not married, and you think freedom of movement, you like to move, you want to exploit other country, I will advise you to go for the Dauert Aufenthaltserlaubnis, so that, especially those who are doing jobs that you can move, like nursing jobs, that you can go to other countries to exploit, to see, and the rest, social media, marketing, communication, those kind of jobs, I will advise you, instead for you to apply for a permanent resident permit, popularly known as Niederlassungserlaubnis, please apply for Dauert Aufenthaltserlaubnis, which can give you a mobility freedom, that you can go to another country and work without so many stress, without so many documentation, and so on. So mobility is more from Dauert Aufenthaltserlaubnis, while on mobility from Niederlassungserlaubnis is very, very limited. So guys, that is it. Working nurse, travel nurse, marketers, IT's inventory, is that how they call it? People who move from one state to another to work. People like to explore. People like to travel. While you are traveling to another country, you want to work, please go for Dauert Aufenthaltserlaubnis instead of Niederlassungserlaubnis. They are the same. Everything is the same. It's just that one have more of mobility.
You learn one or two things. I will see you again in my next video. Bye bye.